Isn't that cute? Past me is trying to sleep. But, just one teeny tiny little problem with that. It's time to wake up
What?
and start the episode!
Oh, shoot. Got episode. Got it. Yep, gotta start it. Yep. Nope, on it.
Mornings. They're for the do-getters. They're for the go-getters. They're for the breadwinners. They're for the people that willingly decide to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. They're for the people who exercise, who get the newspaper, smell that morning cup of joe. But there are people, unfortunately, like me, who aren't exactly morning people. And that's going to be the kind of the theme of today's episode, is getting that early morning grind. Because for people like me, I'm not an early morning person. I like to get my sleep. But for those do-getters and do-goers, and those people who get that bread on a daily basis, bright and early in the crack of dawn, this episode is dedicated to you. We're going to be taking a look at top 5 things you can be doing on your early morning commute and early morning travels to make it a bit more efficient. And then we're also going to be sampling all 6 very lovely flavors of Mountain Dew Rise, courtesy of Mountain Dew Rise. And we got a couple other surprises thrown in the episode too. So make sure you guys get that bread today, just like I gotta. And I'll see you later in the episode. Hey everybody. Don't mind me, I'm super tired. It's gonna be a very long week for me. Lots of streaming, editing, working, content editing, and just overall projects. But as you guys can kind of see here in the gaming room and streaming room, I have with me not only one of the Mountain Dew Rise energy drinks that just came out, but downstairs, and you'll see a photo in actually just a moment, I have all 6 flavors. Or if we want to go with the SpongeBob joke, the available in 6 designer colors. We're going to try the first flavor out. It's a pomegranate blue burst. Kind of a weird name, I'm going to be honest, but, you know. So, I'm going to be filming short little quick things of these to kind of just give you an idea of what the flavors are like. So, and luckily, this time, we're doing it properly. Doing it properly. Ha. Ah. Spilled a little. Ooh, I can hear that pour. There you go. We're going to clean that up real quick, because I really don't feel like dealing with a mess. There you go. Wipe that down. And with that in mind, minus the exception of this one being about a minute or 2 long, we're going to dive in and take a look at all the different flavors. So, and I'll try and film each different flavor for each day. So, let's check it out. That is an interesting flavor. Not gonna lie. So, it's their new brand of energy drinks, basically, for the early morning. I guess they're, at one point, supposed to just replace Kickstart is what it is. Because I'm seeing Kickstart less and less. And Game Fuel is still going to be around. But it's not bad. It's equal to 2 cups of coffee, 5% juice, vitamins, blah, blah, 0 sugar. And it's got a cool design on it. And yeah, it's got 180 milligrams of caffeine. Sweet God. So this is not just an energy drink. This is a friggin' like metal can of just whoosh. So, and helps support. Okay. So yeah, we're going to be trying out all the different flavors. Obviously the videos for these Rise cans are going to be a lot shorter. They're not going to be over 3 minutes. But this was just for the first one to give you guys kind of an idea. I've only found these at Walmart. Cannot find them anywhere else yet. But that could be just because of my area. Obviously, check, like, you know, all your retailers and grocery stores and stuff and gas stations and go from there. So, that about wraps that up. See you for the next flavor. Bye. And as a perfect example of kind of what I'm talking about with early morning activities, one of the best things you can do to always start off your morning right is going to be a very decent breakfast. And one of those things that you guys can do, as soon as I can flip the camera, is always get a decent breakfast up over at a Rise Southern Biscuits and Righteous Chicken. One of my favorite places to get breakfast here in the Tulsa area for sure. It's easy to travel by bus or even just for a short walk just to get some exercise. But one of the things that I get is the avocado toast biscuit, which I'm going to unravel here in just a moment so you guys can see. And their other biscuits are really good too. Okay, so that one's not the avocado toast one. This one is. Let me unravel that real quick for you guys. Yeah. See, look at that. That, let me tell you, is a good looking biscuit. It's got a nice buttermilk biscuit with avocado toast on it. Kind of an avocado thing with it, with eggs and tomatoes, and it's got all sorts of nutrients and goodies and a little cheddar cheese. So, gotta always start right with a good breakfast, and that's just part one. So, but as you'll see coming up in another example, part 2 is... Hey folks, it's me. We're on day 2 of the 6 different flavors of Mountain Dew Rise Energy. And so today's flavor is going to be a Tropical Sunrise. Or, hang on. I gotta get a better view of it. Tropical Sunrise. Same amount of ingredients, chemicals, all that fun stuff, just in a tropical form. So, without wasting any time, I poured myself a glass. Haven't tried it yet. Let's do this. Not bad. I taste a tiny little bit of pineapple mixed with, like, I think a little bit of pear, which is not bad, which is pretty good. I like still the pomegranate blueberry one a little better so far, but that one's not bad. So, overall pretty good. That's it. See you guys for the next flavor. Bye. Tip number 2 is you always want to try and find a peaceful place to try and just digest that breakfast after a long power walk or a short power walk or jog or whatever, and simply just grab something to drink and just relax. Not a care in the world. Because you got to remember, part of self-care and part of taking care of yourself is also remembering to learn to slow down just as much as you're going fast.
So not everything has to always be constantly hectic, always constantly crazy. You know, you gotta remember to just kick back, enjoy the day sometimes. Go to like a park or go to like a trail, go on a nice walk, you know, go somewhere that you can kind of rest your mind. Because you gotta remember too, mental health is just as important as your physical health. So in some cases, you just gotta find a place to improvise and just relax, not worry about anything in the world, and just kick back. And right now, it is a beautiful day outside. I mean, look at this. You know? Look at all this. You got a clear sky. You got some nice trees. You know, I found a cool trail that's right over there, actually, that I'm on, that I'm taking a walk. Yes, it's kind of right next to downtown and near, like, kind of an underpass, but right now it's a nice little quiet neighborhood and area, you know, with a lot of nice houses and stuff, too. So it's a nice little neighborhood. But, yeah, you guys got to remember to take it slow, just as much as you take it fast. Because you never know when life's going to hit you that quick or that slow. Now, that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, however. Well, everyone, it's another day, another dollar, and another flavor of Rise. So, we're going to skip right through the details. We're going to crack open this bad boy. We're going to take a nice cold sippy. Look at that pour. Now, to recap, the pomegranate blueberry burst one was really good. And I apologize for my crackling voice, getting over a sinus infection. And the tropical sunset one was really good too. So we're 2 for 2 so far out of 6. So who knows? Maybe this one will actually be just as good, if not better. So let's take a sip. And yes, it is an Eggman glass. Ooh. Holy crap. That just hits you right away with like that strawberry flavor and a little bit of melon. That one's actually really, really good. That one's probably my number 1 so far. Anyhow, see you for the next flavor. Part 3. You always want to make sure that you're keeping track, kind of an idea generally, of what the best route is when you're running errands, when you're going to a meeting, if you're going to work. Because you gotta remember, a good commute is just as important as trying to get to where you're going. Now, when I say that, I always mean like, oh, well, if I just go this route or go this place, you're fine, and I can keep track of time. No. I'm talking whenever you're out running errands, whenever you're out going to work, whenever you're out doing something, always keep an idea of your surroundings. Always keep an idea of the best routes. What's the ones that's going to have like a pit stop? What's the one that's going to have like a coffee shop? Where can you go to rest for a little bit in case, you know, you need to go all sorts of places? That's the type of thing. I mean, even take a look at where I'm at now. I am in the heart of downtown Tulsa right now as we speak. And I'm crossing the street and all sorts of matter and craziness, even though it's quiet right now, can easily pick up. And that's the thing. You always want to make sure that you have a sense of idea of where you're going, how you're going, and why you're going. So, and then the most important step of all, part 4. Hey everybody, we're on to part 4 now. This time we're trying the Berry Blitz flavor. I don't have a cup with me, unfortunately, or a thing of ice to go with it, just because I'm going to be in the middle of kind of editing and taking care of stuff, but we're going to crack that open, and time for part 4. Let's see how it tastes. So far, not bad. I haven't found a flavor yet that I actually didn't like yet. So far, I've liked all 4 out of the 6 flavors. This one's not bad. I like the other ones a lot more, but this one's really good too. So, see you in the next flavor. Tip number 4. Always when you get a chance, if you're going to travel anywhere or do anything different, take in the Art Deco of kind of the area. You know, a good example of that is even if you're just roaming around downtown or just going to certain areas, always take a look at some of the art scene. Like even with that mural on the wall, even with this mural on the wall, even with some old graffiti and old mirrors on the wall, or pretty much just anything in general, you want to be able to at least take in some of the environment and art and the history even of your city and where you're at and what you're doing. Just so you get kind of a more grander purpose of everything. But fear not, there's still step number 5. And this one's the most important one of them all. Sorry, I meant 5, as in 5, not that, but 5. Step number 5. They say that a man who's early to bed is early to rise. And in this case, we're almost at the end of our little Mountain Dew Rise taste test. So, we're down to the second to last flavor, I believe, with Peach Mango Dawn. So, we're not going to waste any time. Crack this bad boy open. There you go. And let's give it a big ol' sippy. That's not bad. I actually really do like that one too. I hate to say it, but there hasn't been a flavor yet that I've disliked. Kudos, Mountain Dew. Anyhow, that's about it, guys. See you for, I believe, what's going to be the final flavor. Later. Alright. And finally, guys, the 5th important step of all. Make sure you guys get a chance to actually do a little meditation when you're doing a lot of your exercises, errands, running around. Even if you think you're important, even if you think what you're doing is important, you may not always be the center of the universe. Like I'm literally sitting on the actual center of the universe here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Believe it or not, there's an actual spot here that if you come in closer, you can hear my actual echo coming through the bottom of this. And it's a strange, mysterious place here in downtown Tulsa that actually travels your echo through the concrete, literally called the center of the universe. So you may think you're the center universe, but in theory, you may not. We saved the best flavor and one of the greatest flavors for last with Mountain Dew Rise, Orange Breeze. And look at that cool reflection too. So, without further ado, we got our Mountain Dew glass right here. We're going to crack this bad open right now. We're going to listen. Oh, crack open. Yeah. And with that, a nice gentle pour. Get that nice pour in there. That pour action. That caffeinated pour action. There you go. Still got a little left over. And with that, the taste test. That is okay. This is the first flavor out of the 6 that I actually think is just kind of okay. Mostly because it's just an orange juice. Like, that's... I was expecting something a little bit more mixed up, but that's literally just Mountain Dew orange juice. So, not bad, but, not great. So, but overall, 5 out of 6, that's still a passing grade. I liked all the flavors. So, but I will see you guys for the next bit. And thank you, Mountain Dew, for, making sure all my grocery stores got, stocked up and helped me rise up to the occasion. All right, bye. Well, there you have it, folks. That was an excellent adventure. We got to learn some new techniques and new ways to improve and kind of rise up to the occasion. I don't even know who I'm batting at. Anyhow, we learned new different ways to keep yourself a little more organized during your morning commute, a little more on track with everything, and a little more focused. Now, in addition to that too, we also checked out the 6 different flavors of Mountain Dew Rise, and all of them were really good for the most part. I actually liked all of them, except for I think just even the last one, like that I drank and that I enjoyed. I still liked it, but it wasn't as like woo as the other 5. So, but we hope you guys enjoyed this little episode of Crashbox. It was a lot of fun to do everything. It was fun to actually taste test all the different flavors. Obviously, at the time of this recording now, Mountain Dew Rise is out there. So if you guys want to find all the different flavors, you can find them at any grocery store, any gas station, any convenience store. It's out there. So, and there's also, if you want to check out all the additional content that Mountain Dew Rise has put out, including the interesting ad with LeBron James, you can find that here on YouTube, on their Twitter, on their Facebook, on all their socials as well too. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I do want to end this actually on a positive bonus little cliff note. So, recently, they also had a contest, basically promoting people to rise up to the occasion and do things and, make sure that they have the energy for everything. And it was kind of like an instant win thing, but essentially, your boy managed to win 3 whole months of Spotify Premium. So thank you so much for the 3 months of music and morning tunes. Now I can listen to my podcasts in peace. So, thank you Spotify for the hookup on that. Thank you Mountain Dew Rise for the hookup on that. You guys are amazing. And I think that wraps it up for the episode. Absolutely nothing goofy after the credits, by all means. Nope. step 4 for sure is when you're out in your environment, making sure that like you're out doing stuff, running errands and everything. Kind of take in a lot of the historical and scenic art of everything. A good example is even if you take a look at like some of the old school like graffiti and murals and stuff of things. That's something that you can always do to take a look at everything, get kind of a more historic value to a lot of art, or even like newer art and newer graffiti and deco. You know, some of it you kind of see art in a lot of different places, in a lot of different areas that you don't even expect. But step number 5, and this is the most important one. So, case in point, a good example is there's always going to be a to-do list when it comes to starting off a morning ride, and whether that be going for a walk or trying to get some good energy out. One of the best things you guys can do, in my personal opinion, for good advice of how to just get a jump start and rise up to the occasion, is always start with a good breakfast. And case in point, you can't go wrong with this. It is an avocado toast, buttermilk biscuit sandwich at one of my favorite breakfast places of all time, Rise Southern Biscuits and Righteous Chicken. They actually had this place open up for, I think, a couple months now, if not longer than that. But I got 2 biscuits. One is kind of a newer one. That's like their fried tomato one. But this one is the one that I really like, is their avocado toast one. With actual avocados, eggs, some tomatoes, and a little bit of that cheese. So, and wherever you be out and about, basically trying to just, start your day and go for a walk, or if you're doing construction, it's always a good way to start that off. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2. Yeah, it's lots of trains and train. No, from lots and lots of trains and jets and trains. And trains and jets and cars and jets and trains. It's a never-ending train. It's Train-mageddon. It's Train-a-thon. We're gonna get all trained up and watch as we see some hot training in action. All the trains, 24/7, 360 Train-a-5. You bet your train, baby. So much train, you wouldn't even believe it. Look at this train go. Choo choo, mother. It's train up and it ended. Goodbye.